Good morning, everyone. So, first thing I did this morning is watch a wonderful video on self-heal, which it's not like I don't know anything about it, but I miss my mountains. I realized today. You know why? It's one of those things. I love documentaries of people out in the woods with nothing, and one of those shows is what? Alone. Yes. And seeing on how the people start out and with what they're taking with them and are allowed to, and then on how the story progresses. There's 8 seasons. I watch all 8 seasons and then I'll just start at the top again. Yeah, I know, right? Why? What? I'm making Coda stay out here with me. Look, unbelievable. Both of these dogs spend most of their time in the house. It's not natural. Come over here. Come here. You're not natural, huh? It's not natural, Coda. You're a husky, huh? One that has that coat to survive -degree. Hello? Weather. Somebody's in there. I think it's one of the little guys, maybe. And she's just 14. Always lived in the city, more or less. Huh? 14 for a dog like that. That's pretty old. Yeah. And my feeling is that's probably, well, okay, she's about the same size as a couple of ours that live to be 16 going on 17. Hey, huh? Yes. She's in good shape still. Wish I could take her with me. For a little while anyway. She's shedding big time. Thinking about saving her wool, her hair. It's so pretty and white, and make something out of it. Good morning, my dear.
I think Coda really let you have it down there, didn't you?
Yeah, well, it's Coda. My darling daughter is back. Yes. They had a wonderful time where they went on vacation. She wants to go again now. So watching the show, oh, Coda's in now. Baby's out. Guess what? What am I all talking about this morning? Last night, it's 4th of July today. Happy 4th of Independence Day, everyone. Yes, no, yeah, And a lot of fireworks were going up, and yeah, Daddy here bought some too. Ugh. And she was in a titter. Still working on her ear. I'm thinking, maybe that's self-heal. The doctors can't do anything. It's probably a chronic condition in her now. I don't know. It's a combination of ear infections, yeast infections. I don't know if she's got mites. We've been treating her for everything. Yes, and with natural stuff as well. And it's just not happening. It seems like it's weird. It's just gotta keep at it. I'm gonna be here long enough. If it's not gonna work with everything I'm doing every day, including my daughter as well, we'll have to just see. It's one of those, gosh almighty, come on now. Something's got to work. So I watched this video of self-heal this morning. Gonna try it. Supposedly it's good for dogs too. Anyway, so last night she was just in a tizzy over all the booming, this and that, and I let her come on the bed. Would you believe it? I had a dog on the bed. Oh, She was actually, for the big size that she is, very comfortable to have on the bed. These are really clean dogs, so I'm good. And it seemed to calm her down. And yeah, she put her head under the pillow. Poor thing. Anywho, so that was that. I got a dog on the bed. Well, there was an emergency, so what do you do? And my daughter wasn't here yet. They were on their way home from the airport, but she wasn't here yet, so I did the job for her. Baby. She's definitely named properly. She's a baby. She's just a baby. But watching alone, and I started to miss my mountains and my garden. I miss my garden. I miss the good food. And I'm realizing that a lot of the food that I eat here, and it's good, they buy a lot of organic things, this and that, and it's still just not what I'm used to. And I'm starting to feel it in a way. Yes, how do I feel it? It's food is not just for your body. Good food is for your psyche as well. Oh, so no. It just, I'm noticing things, right? And it's good. These experiences, I believe, are good for us, right? Yes. So here, these people all alone out there, and they're realizing that they need their people around. Here I am around all them people now. I'm usually not around, yes, and spend a lot of time by myself, yes, not only, yeah, but still, and I miss it. I do. There's so many restrictions here I'm not used to, yet I have to follow. And my youngest granddaughter, she's her skin is just, it's difficult to go out and to just even down to the creek with her, and have to be so careful, and you don't want to see your little granddaughter suffer, you know. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going on with people in the city, right? No resistance to anything, and so much, they put so much in their body that's just to counteract just nature. Yeah, it's like, ugh. So many things I want to do and I can't do it with them because anywho, so there is that. And it's like I went to my other daughter's house to dog sit again, and I ended up, because it had just rained, it was perfect to weed, so I did, and of course all the plants that are herbs there, this and that, came to the surface, came out, and I'm cutting them. Oh, I had a whole bunch to take care of, you know. Brought a bunch of peppermint back, and the little one and I, we planted a whole bunch of peppermint in little pots and put them up on the top porch. They've got mosquitoes here. Yeah, no bats, but lots of mosquitoes. And peppermint is one of those natural insect repellents, so we put them all over up there. I don't know if my daughter likes it or not. I'm a punch in my other daughter's house all over. My kids must be thinking Mom's here. The herbs are everywhere. I've got a bunch of psyllium husk from plantain. They've got a lot of European plantain here, which is a great plantain. And I'm drying all that, and got me a good supply of thyme, yes, which I'm going to make also an infusion for her ear, because that's good for many different things. And your teeth, it's great for your mouth, so I have a fresh supply that I can put some in my mouth every so often, chew it up. And there's more. There's herbs starting to lay everywhere. Can't help it. It's like it connects me back to my mountain. So I'm watching alone, and here these people all want to go back to civilization, and it's so hard out there. And I get it, and they're starving, you know. So happy to get a fish. They have to worry about all them wild animals and water everywhere. And here I'm going, ugh, I want to go home and just start doing what? Exactly what they're doing. Yes, of course not. Out in the wild like that. And I've got all these things in my mind that I want to do when I get back. And then I start walking around and going, ugh, my body up. So I got these compression knee sleeves, which are great. I'm thinking this morning, I thought, I need a compression bodysuit. That's what I need. So get going out there. Make a compression bodysuit. My back needs, my back, I've got this injury in my back that nobody can do anything about it. You know, it's just, I have to be careful what I do, you know, and then I'm fine. But anyway, so, interesting to watch this show though, and but it did one thing. Yes, yeah. Wow, why am I doing all this herb stuff here? I can do that again at home. I can't help it. It's part of me. It's just a part of me. Just as spirit world, God, Jesus is a part of me. That's a part of me. It just is. I'm not doing it because I have to. I'm not doing it because I'm, how do you say, I'm disciplined about it, and I just want to be, you know, an herbal medicine because that's better for me, or what. It's not. It's ingrained in me to want to do that and be a part of nature in that way. Yes, all right, and taking care of the animals. I miss taking care of my animals. I miss making sure everything's okay and right. I miss my dog, Gus. I really do. Yeah, not so much Jake and Bo, because they're not my dogs, really. Though Jake's kind of now the family dog. Nobody really wants to take responsibility, or the one that's supposed to. Doesn't want to take responsibility for it. As I said, a novelty thing for a while, and then what? You know, so he's going to slowly become my dog, okay? But that's still happening, right? But Gus is my dog, yes. I miss my dog. I worry about my dog. He's a troublemaker. I know how to handle him. Do other people, are they going to resort to certain things that is not good? Don't know. All you can hope for is that you left what you left behind, right? Yes, in good hands. Anywho, so that was my morning. Watching alone last night and watching a little this morning and going, oh, I miss my home. My vegetables that nobody's doing anything with, letting them rot. And I know about that too. It's like, yeah, who did I leave all that? Okay. It is what it is, right? Yes? Okay. No doubt, they're doing what they can, right? Yes, I can't expect someone else to be exactly like me, right? Done. All right, let's get reading here, right, baby? Oh, also, I think it must be doing something good because in the beginning, when I started working on her ear, oh, she was wasn't having it. I mean, this dog is as harmless as a dog can be. I mean, huge, mastiff mix, but she doesn't have a bad bone in her body or an aggressive bone in her body or nothing, absolutely nothing. And she just wouldn't, she'd like lay on her, and you try to, and so you try to gently get out her ear, and now she's actually letting me work on her. I think it's something's right. Something's going right, and she knows it. I found that so often with animals that once they realize you're actually not just torturing them when it comes to things like this, but helping them and it's working, they're going to start letting you, right, take care of them. Our billy goat that we had, there was nobody that could get close to that goat except for me. And every so often he would come home from their walks. He would go with the horses roaming with a stick between his hoof, okay, the two split parts, and it wouldn't come out. And I'd see him limping, and I'd go, so what's the matter with you? You know, and he'd just stand there looking at me, hey, help me out. And he would let me get that stick out without shaking his head with those huge horns and all, and let me take care of him. He had an eye infection one time there too. He let me take care of him, and until as soon as he started feeling better, it was like, okay, I'm done now. Don't get that close. Right? Yes. But no one else could do that. Nobody could get close to that billy goat. Yes? Yeah, well, there you go. Well, close. He wasn't dangerous, right? He just he just had other ideas. I just want to pet you. He goes, oh, I want to play. All right. So many different things. It's the same way. All right. So we're in Judges 4. Deborah, a woman, and Barak. Israel oppressed by the Canaanites. Once Ehud was dead, the Israelites again began doing what is evil in Yahweh's eyes, and Yahweh handed them over to Jabin, king of Canaan, who reigned at Hazor. The commander of his army was Sisera, who lived in Haroshet HaGoim. It's amazing on how they know all this stuff about all them other people. The Israelites then cried to Yahweh for Jabin and 900 iron chariots, and had cruelly oppressed. Oh, wait a minute. The Israelites then cried to Yahweh, for Jabin had 900 chariots and had cruelly oppressed the Israelites for 20 years. I don't know. It's just like seeing again in Israel now. It's like I don't think they're right at it again. It's like. But according on how the Old Testament is going so far, what is the biggest thing here about oppressing others? Right? But it seems like the Israelites continuously are getting oppressed themselves. And why? Right? This is like a vicious cycle. I don't believe God has anything to do with it. But something behind you that you don't really follow, can't really see, this or that. But you're going to make it, just as we have. And we are allowed to do whatever when it comes down to it with all that kind of stuff. Killing people, taking over. Then I guess, are you ever going to stop? Probably not. I don't know. Deborah, a prophetess, wife of Lapidat, was judging Israel at the time. She used to sit under Deborah's palm between Ramah and Bethel in the highlands of Ephraim, and the Israelites would come to her for justice. She sent for Barak, son of Abinoam, from Kadesh in Naphtali, and said to him, has not Yahweh, God of Israel, commanded, go march to Mount Tabor, and with you take 10,000 of the sons of Naphtali and the sons of Zebulun? I shall entice Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, to encounter you at the torrent of Kishon with his chariots and troops, and I shall put him into your power. Barak replied, if you come with me, I shall go. If you will not come, I shall not go, for I do not know how to choose the day when the angel of Yahweh will grant me success. I shall go with you then, she said. But the way you are going about it, the glory will not be yours, for Yahweh will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman. Deborah then stood up and went with Barak to Kadesh. Barak summoned Zebulun and Naphtali. 10,000 men marched behind him, and Deborah went with him. No idea what that's supposed to mean. What, go and seduce the guys or what? Ugh, I'm not even, I can't. What is all this? Let's just keep reading. It's a condition. Let's just do it. It's for what? Restoration. Heber the Kenite. Heber the Kenite had parted company with the tribe of Cain and with the sons of Hobab, father-in-law of Moses. He had pitched his tent near the oak of Zaananim, and not far from Kadesh. Again, the one thing again. So here is a woman now, and they're going for counsel and justice to a woman. Okay, how messed up are things? And where are the Levites here? Where are they? They're supposed to guide the people, right? And continuously they're falling back into as soon as the victory has been won. What did I say in my last video about one has these experiences, then the spiritual high, and drops right back out of it. Yes? Okay, some, okay, there are, no, not everyone. But in this case, again, it's like right back to, okay, great, now let's get back into, right, doing what we want to do, really. Disregarding their relationship with God. Completely. Here is a woman now, sits somewhere under a tree. How did she gain her status? Why was she a prophetess? Doesn't say. It doesn't say. Except for what? Now a woman's being used to do what? To seduce some general? Okay, alrighty then. But where are the Levites? Where is the spiritual guidance that God had put a whole tribe in place for all the other tribes? Nothing. As far as I know, the guys are supposed to be leading all this, not a woman. Right? So what is this? Okay, well, whatever. Heber the Kenite. Heber the Kenite had parted company with the tribe of Cain and with the sons of Hobab. Oh, look here. The tribe of Cain is mentioned. Oh. Wasn't Caleb also part of? Caleb's probably dead by now. And with the sons of Hobab, father-in-law of Moses, he had pitched his tent near the oak of Zaananim, not far from Kadesh. Oh, we already read that, didn't we? Defeat of Sisera. Sisera was informed that Barak, son of Abinoam, had encamped at Mount Tabor. Sisera summoned all his chariots, 900 iron chariots, and all the troops he had, from Haroshet HaGoyim to the torrent of Kishon. Deborah said to Barak, "Up, for today is the day when Yahweh has put Sisera into your power. Is not Yahweh marching at your head?" And Barak charged down from Mount Tabor with 10,000 men behind him. At Barak's advance, Yahweh struck terror into Sisera, all his chariots and his entire army. Sisera leapt down from his chariot and fled on foot. Barak pursued the chariots and the army as far as Haroshet HaGoyim. Sisera's whole army fell by the edge of the sword. Not one man was spared. Okay. Death of Sisera. Sisera, meanwhile, fled on foot towards the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. That's why we need to know about that. For there was peace between Jabin, king of Hazor, and the family of Heber the Kenite. Jael came out to meet Sisera and said to him, "Stay here, my lord, with me. Do not be afraid." He stayed with her in her tent, and she covered him with a rug. He said to her, "Please give me a little water to drink, for I am thirsty." She opened a skin of milk, gave him some to drink, and covered him up again. Then he said to her, "Stand at the tent door, and if anyone comes and questions you, if he asks, 'Is there a man here?' say no." Okay. Well, that seems to be, she's already covering him with a rug. Let me tell you what to do. But Jael, the wife of Heber, took a tent peg and picked up a mallet. She crept up softly to him and drove the peg into his temple right through to the ground. He was lying fast asleep, worn out, and so he died. And now Barak came up in pursuit of Sisera. Jael went out to meet him and said, "Come in, and I will show you the man you are looking for." He went into her tent, and there was Sisera dead with the tent peg through his temple. Now here's something I don't understand. First of all, this dear woman, Jael, the wife of Heber, just committed murder. Okay, but that was, yes, I got it. But the other thing is that it says here that Sisera fled towards the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite, for there was peace between Jabin, king of Hazor, and the family of Heber the Kenite. So again, there seems to be again a connection that could have been worked with. Right? Why did I said it's like it? So there's peace between families, and the peace has been established, okay, between a people and this one family, right, the Kenites, right, that are what, part of Israel? Well, Caleb was. Right? He was a Kenite too, wasn't he? What? To kill one of the generals of the opposing army? How does this make sense? I don't understand. I don't understand warfare. Let's say it this way. I have no idea. As I do not understand city life. I couldn't live in the city anymore. I did. But what did I do there? Had goats, chickens, rabbits, who knows what else. And always a garden. I would go around the neighborhood, pick the fruit. People didn't want this. Spent a lot of time up in Tilden Park. Oakland had some beautiful hills too, and they had a volcanic place there that you could go with your children. And so I spent a good amount of time with my children out in nature, even living in the city. On the beach, though I wasn't a fan of the beach. The lake, as long as you could swim there up at Tilden. Then they closed it off. Too many people. It probably was not necessarily too many people. Too many people that had shampoo residues, soap residues, sunscreen stuff, I don't know what. DEET, blah, 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 from head to toe, and went into the water. You got enough people doing that, and guess what? You're going to pollute a small lake. You are. So they have to close it up. Suddenly realized that the water quality went way down. Yes, yeah, think about it. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. People do what they want, then there you go. So, as I don't understand warfare like this, I don't understand that. No, gosh, if I'd have to live in the city again, I would try to adapt. But the thing is like this is such an open, beautiful place here, and the people that live here are so restricted. My daughter could have her horse here. Right? Yes, she could. Why can't people just let their dogs run? No, you can't. Never seen a cat here. At my other daughter's house, you see cats cruising around. Hers does too out there. Here, nothing. It's a subdivision kind of thing. Nothing. There's no cat. Not one cat. Every once in a while, a dog comes, one neighborhood dog comes and visits. I love it. Baby, sadly, when she gets loose, she goes way farther than she should, so. Anyway. And my daughter's cat that she had here got run over. Yeah, okay. So there was a cat cruising around that. There was not one. I don't see not one cat anywhere here. Interesting. So many things you can't do here. You can't. People don't want to. A different way of life, living. It is what it is. City life, in a way, life like this is the wilderness too, just a different way to me. So warfare, I'm not getting it, I have no idea why. I'm not understanding it. I keep looking for God in it all, and I can't find God in all this. I know they mention him, and supposedly, but I don't think that's God. It wasn't then, it isn't now, and it won't be in the future. It's all man-made stuff. It is. And my feeling, starting to feel, that a lot of it is made up. Yeah, in a way. Kernel of truth in there, somehow. History happens, yes. But we got history books for that. This is supposed to be the Bible. Why did you put this stuff in here and leave certain other things out? I wonder about that. Supposedly that did happen. According to, okay. Thus, so Israel delivered. Thus God that day humbled Jabin, king of Canaan, before the Israelites. And the Israelites bore down more and more heavily on that king of Canaan, Jabin, until he was utterly destroyed. Okay. Again. Interesting on how this ends again in the important part is the victory, right? On how people were slain, chased away, and utterly destroyed. God's way. Oh, for his people. Yep, gotcha. But it seems like their own people too. Okay, all right. I don't know. I wasn't there. I know that in Israel again now, they're fighting again. God most likely has nothing to do with it, is not there. Self-heal. Great little plant. It grows, most people think it's just a weed with a pretty flower on it, kind of, yeah. Wildflower out there. That's an amazing healing herb as well. And maybe I came across that. I think self-heal's even in the Bible described as well. Oh. Must go find out. I know basil is in it. Self-heal. Everybody needs to drink a cup. I said it grows just about everywhere. Yeah. And Europe, and so 3 continents I know of. America, Europe, and Asia. Probably grows in Africa somewhere too. I don't know. Self-heal. We could all drink a cup of that. Yes? Maybe it'll help our brain think more straight about things. How can God truly be in our lives? There was one guy in the series alone. He says, I'm not growing out here. I thought that, you know, I'm going to come out here and do this, and I'll get some insight into this or that, and I don't know what, and wasn't finding that, and I was surprised, and to hear that, and that he just missed his people too much. Didn't have a wife, didn't have children. but missed just the social interactions. And he says, there's nothing that would entice me to keep staying. I'm not doing all that badly. It's just I'm going. Well, that $500,000 would entice me to want to stay. I mean, it was just 3 weeks. Just but be honest why you started that. Yes, you had the skills to do it, this and that. You have the skills. You have the desire to be in nature. You have, and it's great fun to do it for a weekend, maybe a week even, right? Yes, under good weather conditions and all that. Where your life isn't constantly threatened by bears and cougars and I don't know what. Yes? Okay. But the thing is, can't tell me that most of these people, I'd say all of them, that there wasn't. And some of them say that in the beginning. I want that $500,000. It'd be great. And I have the talent, I've got the expertise and everything to do this. They go out there and the loneliness really gets to them, to the point where they don't care about that $500,000 anymore. Now I'm thinking, if I had the physical body to do it, okay, would I do? I might be tapping out just like this one guy. Even him comes. There's bear scat everywhere. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that. Forget it. Yes, I'm out of here. Could be. But I have to tell you, the one thing that would definitely be at the back of my mind constantly is that $500,000. I'm not kidding. Yes, come on now. And I thought, so they have all this camera equipment. Look what I'm doing here, right? Yes. To stay sane in the city. I thought, I'm going to make way more videos. This and that. Of everything I'm doing alone in the city. I thought, man, I wonder how much they would actually show of my videos, because I'd be constantly talking about what? Yes? I wonder if they would have let you take a book. Nobody has a book, so I'm assuming you're not allowed to take a book or anything, right? Yes? Could I give up one of my 10 items? Say, well, I'll leave this behind. I need to have that Bible with me. I'd love to have that Bible with me. Right? Yes? Well, they can take a photograph. Well, if they can take a photograph, I can tear out a few pages of the Bible and stick it in there and keep rereading. Right? Make my videos there. Okay, I don't know. How would my videos look like? There is, with one guy's, but so much, it's all bleeped out, but the cussing and cursing the guy has going. I don't know how I don't know how that works for people, because I know that if I get frustrated out in the wild, or if I get frustrated around people, I know that then I become, even in my own home, I become an intruder, right? Among people or out in nature. If I get frustrated to the point where I just want to kick something or this or that, then I'm not in unity anymore with what I'm doing, where I'm at. Then I just become an intruder, right? And on the scene. That's what it is. And anyone who does that becomes an intruder on the scene. That is that. And this guy, rather than, and in the beginning it's like, well, you have to be one with nature and this and that. What you are about is disunited with nature as one can be. It's all about just fighting your way through the whole thing, right? Yes. Things go good. This, oh yeah, this is crazy. But then, oh, it's so beautiful. The next instant, one thing goes a little wrong, and he's right back at it, cussing, cursing. And, I hate this place. It's so beautiful. I hate this place. Right? Yes. Uh, it feels like that guy to me when I looked at him and how things were going for him and how he was presenting himself, just like what's going on with the Israelites. The Israelites are not at peace with their surroundings. They're not in unity with their surroundings and have God guide them. They're in constant conflict with everything around them. It doesn't matter if it's nature or people. Right? Yes, well, we just read. Go back and listen to the videos. I'm not wrong. And they're just intruders. That's all they are. They're just intruders. Everywhere. That's not God. That's not following God. It isn't. It just isn't. And sadly, in today's world, is it any different? Yes. So one could think. So what have we learned from this particular passage, Judges 4? No matter where you are at, are you an intruder, or are you someone that brings peace and harmony to any place? Doesn't matter where it's at. Stays true to yourself. Unite with what there is out there that is good and proper to unite with, right? Or are you just an intruder everywhere you go? Because you have no control over yourself. You don't have a handle on yourself. Your physical and spiritual body are completely disunited. That's usually what it is. This one guy too said that he took on a lot of responsibility early in his life with family, a wife and family, children, and a job, a consistent job, and he's just sick and tired of it. Not the family or the children, but the job. Am I going to have to do this and other? And this is something now later in life that have to take care of everything that he wants to do because that's the wrong attitude. So right there, yes, he did everything he was supposed to do. Great husband, many ways. Great father, many ways. Worked. Did a good job at his job. Everything for the physical. But his spirit was not united. And is not united. Probably not to this day. United with his physical body. Yes. So, still, great guy. Yes, but you get a look into the people's lives and you see, wow, dear me. To be unhappy about things, get frustrated over things that you can't change. Like me being here right now, this is where I'm at. Okay, I love being here, but I miss certain things, yes. But that's not going to create this harmony here, this unity. I'm not going to intrude into the life of how it just has to be here, because I don't understand why it has to be that way. And I found, hey, again, there's a field over here. It's loaded with herbs. I mean, it's just loaded, okay? And all I need to do is just go over there and find my balance again when it comes to, but this is what I want to do, really. This is what I miss. Well, you can do it here too. Look what we have prepared for you, Daniela, Spirit World says. All right? Yes. So that then my longing doesn't take over, and then I miss out on what? Yes, I have to change things a little bit around to work with what I do with my grandchildren because, well, it's just as it is. Their little bodies can't handle everything Rosie can handle when it comes out to the wilderness, the woods, the wild. And they got some wild here. Little wild, yes. And I will. So there it is, right? Yeah. I'm here for many different reasons, right? One, maybe to heal that ear of that dog so it doesn't suffer for the next 10 years or something. I don't know how long a dog can be in pain like that or discomfort. Like the vets can't do anything. So here, Daniela, the vet Daniela has to come along. I don't know if I can do anything. I'll have to see. Right? But the vets have failed at this dog. Well, so be it. How much more money are they going to put into this dog and nothing works? Right? Yes? Okay, just say. So, I'm going to try, right? Yeah. In the meantime, I need a body compression suit. Compression bodysuit because these knee sleeves, they really work. I really like them. I gotta go. I have to go. I gotta go take care of children. God's love and blessings always. May He protect you. And I will talk to you all another time.